welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 418, and I called this episode Before the Dip. Dip as in D-I-P, Dog, Igloo, Paul, Before the Dip. Have you ever gotten lost before the days of GPS and found yourself going against a landmark you already drove past as you were trying to find your destination? Happened to me more than once. Have you ever discovered that you have made the same mistake more than once in a short period of time? A lot of people, it seems, do the same thing. They repeat the same path without realizing that it isn't leading them to a wise and successful destination. I call this the dip. That is, just before you and I make a mistake, saying the wrong words, and make a wrong choice, many times there's a sign or signs that you've been down this road in the past and you went past the dip and fell on your face and or made a bad decision. The challenge for some of us is that we don't remember situations that led us to not realizing that we were about to really going into the dip or make a wrong decision as a result of being productive about life and proactive about life and the choices we make on a daily basis. When this happens, we go through life on repeat, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting things to change for the better. Developing the habit of monitoring your progress is essential. It enables you to forecast potential upcoming dips in your attitude that impact your performance. Monitoring your performance also enables you to see who impacts how you perform daily. Again, let me say that part again. Monitoring your performance also enables you to see who impacts how you perform daily. Again, who impacts how you perform daily? That is the people around you. Let me explain. For me, I know that if I choose to get around negative and dishonest people, my attitude is impacted in a negative way. That knowledge is a result of when in the past I found myself approaching a dip without knowing it at the time. I noticed a dip in my attitude as my proximity to negative and dishonest people got closer. Since then, I avoid the dip by staying away from negative and dishonest people so I'm not impacted by such people. There's another example that might define the dip for you. When you constantly remind yourselves of the mistakes you made in the past, you literally create a dip in your path. Again, when you constantly remind yourself of the mistakes you made in the past, you literally create a dip in your path. That is a literal hole that you fall into because of the habit of refreshing your mind of the unwise choices you've made. It then distracts you from the mountain you're trying to climb. Again, the dip can be forecasted and avoided if you pay attention to what's going on around you and inside you. This might take you documenting or writing down situations where you learn something and want to leverage that knowledge for the future. There's another way that you can avoid the dip in your life, and that is to have a plan in writing. A plan is like having a map to a specific destination without getting stuck on an exact route to get to the destination, because life happens, as you know, and detours pop up from time to time. Your plan or your map is a written testament to your decision to persist until your goal or goals are achieved. Let me say it again. Your plan or map is a written testament to your decision to persist until your goal or goals are achieved. So when this happens, you'll realize that some people cannot take the journey with you. Many dips can be avoided if you choose to learn from the wise and develop the habits and systems to help you avoid the dips that are laden with mental and emotional landmines that could blow up any potential of you achieving your goals. You have the ability to see the dip before you fall into it. My name is John Carver. Thanks so much for watching.